Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the PATERON, and in my videos, in all of my walks, or even some of my rants, I talk about how bad New York City drivers are. I always have said that I would never want to drive in New York City because these people do not know how to drive. Well, guess what happened? As I was telling you guys before, there's no possible way these people pass a driving's license course without, and they do the things they do on these streets. This is proof.
The T&E driving school on Roosevelt Avenue in Queens charged people $1,600 to $2,000 each to falsify driving exams. Investigators say the school's owner worked with 3 DMV examiners and a substitute driver who posed as other people to take tests. Prosecutors say the scheme may have allowed hundreds, if not thousands, of people to get licenses.
Countless individuals are now driving on our roads without ever having demonstrated the basic skills necessary to do it safely.
The school is in Queens, but prosecutors say the scheme involved several testing locations on Staten Island. Investigators say they cracked the case using undercover cameras and an undercover NYPD officer who paid the school $1,600.
A short time ago, our undercover, who never took the test, was told by the school that he had passed and he was getting a license.
The DMV now says it's in the process of revoking the driving privileges of any customers of the scheme.
These individuals were often those who did not speak or understand English and may have believed that they were all taking necessary legitimate steps.
The DMV says it has already made changes and will continue making improvements to ensure this does not happen again, and the employees involved have all either been fired or are on leave without pay, no longer doing road tests. The DMV commissioner also praised employees who assisted in the investigation.
But here's the problem. They got fired and on leave. No, they should be arrested for fraud, criminal negligence, murder, attempted murder. Think about if one of these drivers, if they do their investigation and found out one of the drivers that did not pass their test was in a car accident, they can hold everyone reliable of that incident. So I think this is what New York City should do. Hold everyone accountable for every single car accident. If someone got injured, hurt, then you should blame that school and the other 3 or locations that they have investigated. See, this is what I was just telling you guys. Like, there's no way all these people pass a driver's license test in New York City. Look at this guy. He's parked at a bus stop in the walk path. Look at it. This guy right in front of me. It's just fucking stupid. And you're blocking handicap accessibility. This is when you know, ladies and gentlemen, you have to say something. So, guess what? Thousands of people are driving on New York City streets without a legitimate license or actually took the driver's exam.
The T&E driving school on Roosevelt Avenue in Queens charged people $1,600 to $2,000 each to falsify driving exams. Investigators say the school's owner worked with 3 DMV examiners and a substitute driver who posed as other people.
Think about it. They work with a DMV personnel. Oh, fuck. You know what that means, everybody? Do you understand what that means? That means these 3 DMV personnel had access to literally give these people licenses. Why are these people not in jail for fraud, negligence, maybe attempted murder, maybe manslaughter? It's with manslaughter, because I'm pretty sure out of thousands of these people, there were accidents. And this is why New York City has lots of accidents. But, you know,
to take tests. Prosecutors say the scheme may have allowed hundreds, if not thousands, of people to get licenses.
Countless individuals are now driving on our roads without ever having demonstrated the basic skills necessary to do it safely.
The school is in Queens, but prosecutors say the scheme involved several testing locations on Staten Island. Investigators say they cracked the case using undercover cameras and an undercover NYPD officer who paid the school $1,600.
A short time ago, our undercover, who never took the test, was told by the school that he had passed and he was getting a license.
The DMV now says it.
He never took the test. Do you hear that? He never took the fucking test. He didn't even pick up he didn't even stroke it on the keyboard. Didn't pick up a piece of paper or a pen. He never took the test, but he got a driver's license in New York City. He never took the test, but they was going to give him a driver's license in New York City, everybody. Think about that. Thousands of people are actually driving on these streets without taking the exam. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, I fear for my safety when I'm walking down the street sometimes. This is why I have to look both ways like a crazy maniac. And then, like yesterday, I was in Bedford-Stuyvesant. These black people were looking at me like I'm fucking like crazy. Looking back and forth, looking behind me. Like, you paranoid, sir? Yeah, as I was walking, the woman was like, are you paranoid, sir? I'm like, excuse you? You looking behind you and say, yeah, I'm paying attention to my surroundings. You know where I am? I'm in New York City. I'm in Bedford-Stuyvesant. This city ain't safe. I had to like shut her down. I had to pull out my purse out there. I said, I know what I'm talking about, ma'am. Don't question what I should be doing to protect myself. Yeah, it's weird how other people think it's weird for me to just make sure that I'm in a safe location. People drive like idiots. People don't obey the rules. There's too many out-of-state license plates in New York City. They're literally doing what they want.
In the process of revoking the driving privileges of any customers of the scheme.
These individuals were often those who did not speak or understand English and may have believed that they were all taking necessary legitimate steps.
The DMV says it has already made changes and will.
I'm sorry, but let me contradict that statement. I lived in Japan, and I had to take a fucking driver's license test. No matter the language barrier, you have to understand. That is bullshit excuse, prosecutors. No, someone should be in jail. If that was one of us, ladies and gentlemen, we'd be in fucking jail right now. Oh wait, it is one of us, but they're not in jail. They got fired or paid leave. What is paid leave? These people are issuing undocumented driver's licenses, which is a crime. It's identity theft. It's fraud. Why are these people not arrested? What? I don't understand that, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna wind this video down. I wanted to get. This is my last day in the hostel, so I just want to say this, ladies and gentlemen. I love this city. It's a good and a bad city. And mind you, on the 4th of July, there was no gunshots whatsoever. There was no murders, not one crime other than hopping the subway. Not one crime happened on the 4th of July. Did you hear about that, everybody? That's a history made in, dude, that's New York City just made history. Not a single crime occurred on July 4th, everybody. Here, let me show you. Oops. For the first time, New York City had 0 shootings and murders. I'm sorry, I said crime. Shootings and murders. Yeah, no shootings, no murders. That's crazy, isn't it? It's the first time. Like, why can't we have that every fucking day? Why can't we have this every single fucking day? But we can't. But I digress, everyone, what I'm about to say. Listen, there are a lot of people on these streets in New York City without proper licenses. People that should not be on it. Like this, I'm not even going to show you this. This guy's fucking parked right in front of a bus stop and yeah, see? Entitlement. Or the fact that this person never... I don't give a shit what kind of language barrier. That's no excuse in New York City. Mind you, here's the thing, New York City. They said... This person just stated that... Mind you, said that there may be a language barrier. The person that signed up for the program may have not understand. Yes, they did. Every country, every city you go to, you have to take a fucking exam. And a driving exam. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't understand? That's just not... No. They need to restate that and come back on the television and make a restatement and say, we apologize for the statement that we made. Everyone is responsible for their own actions. You must read, no matter what. You're in New York City. You telling me these individuals that signed up don't speak English or don't understand English, but they want a driver's license in New York City? That doesn't fucking make sense. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. That statement you just made. Let's wind that back.
And may have believed that they were all taking necessary legitimate steps.
The DMV says it had.
What legitimate steps they think they were taking? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. What fucking legitimate moves these individuals that's given $1,600? Think about it. This is individuals that's given $1,600. You telling me they thought they was doing something legitimate? What the? Think about that. Am I the only logical and state of mind person here? You have to take a physical exam and a driving exam. You just don't, oh yeah, you passed your drive. What? But I never took a driver's license. But that's okay. You gave us $1,600. Here you go. Like what? I don't even know how to parallel park yet. What the fuck, bro? Yo, it's just insane, friend. That statement needs to, like, they need to debunk that statement, because that's bullshit. Even when you go to Canada, you got to take the driver's license. You got to understand the driving laws. They are different. So, I don't care. And mind you, here's another factor. These individuals are New Yorkers, right? They were born here, right? Even though they might not understand English and maybe they come from their native urban neighborhood. But everyone speaks English and knows English here. That's just bullshit. Even the Polish know English here, and they speak the native language most of the time. So that's just bull. You know, prosecutors, if you want real journalism, you should call me sometime, friends, because you guys have got you got the New York City shit wrong, bro. I got so much video evidence what New Yorkers do on these streets. I got even evidence. All they have to do, this is everyone. All the prosecutors and the DMV have to do in New York City is look at my live streams, and they can say, oh, pause that. You see this guy? That's the car. Boom. You see this guy? Dude, I can make money off these guys. This is why I live stream everything. This is why everything's raw and uncut. This is why I wanted to move out of California with this stupid 2 consent state law. I have to get consent to order to record. Did you know that? I can't just record people in California. This is why I had a difficult time making live streams in California. This is why the crackheads down in Tenderloin were throwing bottles at me. So with that said, everyone, I just want to say thank you for listening, because these motherfuckers in the news media don't make fucking sense. The prosecutor didn't make fucking sense at all. Come on, man. You thought these individuals were legitimately doing the right steps. No, they were not. They knew they were cutting corners. Come on, friend. It's such a logical thing. You guys just, this is why people get away with a lot of shit in this country. And I don't mean to be a snitch or a teller or do the right thing, but, doing the right thing makes you feel better, and obeying the laws, unless you have to break the law sometimes. Like, let's say someone had road rage, right? And then, mind you, you didn't know this person wanted to come in the lane. You was just, mind you, you were pulling into the lane like you're supposed to with your blinkers, right? But this person, and mind you, God forbid, or forbid, what if this happens, it doesn't happen. But let's say this guy comes out and starts shooting, like you have seen on the news lately. If you need to run that red light, run the red light. And when you do, go straight to the police station. Because most criminals, when they find out, he's headed to the police station, oh no, I'm making a U-turn. So always remember that shit. Head to the nearest fucking police station in your city. But I digress, man. New York City, I I've been saying this for months, for years, since I've been back here in late 2021. New York City drivers drive like shit. How is they passing these driving license courses? And this is the reason why. This is why this is why that little boy the other day, the 8-year-old boy, the 8-year-old boy in Brooklyn got hit by a car. These people don't have legitimate licenses, bro. And this is how they find it out. This person never took the fucking course. These people are going to these schools, these locations, and mind you, and paying $1,600 to $2,000. Man, why would you pay that much money in the first place? That's kind of steep, man. But I digress. With that said, everyone, today's my last day in the hostel, so, show your love to your boy. I've been trying to heal. My nerves are still fucking shut. I got an appointment on Tuesday. Yeah, something's going on. I'm having these weird, how the nerve have a pulse? So every time that happens, it hurts like shit. It wakes me up in the middle of the night. Mind you, I went to bed super early. I'm talking about 8:30, motherfuckers. 8:30. I'm talking about, that's the earliest I ever went to bed. And in what, 3.5 years, everybody? maybe in other times when I was sick. But like 3 years, everybody. I never went to bed that early unless I'm sick. So, yeah, I normally go to bed like 12, 11, maybe 1 o'clock, and then wake up at 4:45. But today, I woke up at 6:30. And like I said, I don't feel like walking around community refrigerator today. I don't want to do that. Yesterday was just like, oh no. And mind you, yesterday was a pretty decent warm day. But today is not going to be so decent. So that temperature is going to increase for you New Yorkers. So electrolytes, bottled water, do what you can. I don't give a... stay hydrated, because mind you, they even said it on the news that the air quality is not that good. So for asthmatics like you, me, I want to tell you a little bit of advice. Stay indoors most of the time if you can. Like avoid the sun, because like that heat makes the air quality that's surrounding you even worse. Trust me, I was in the subway yesterday. I had to put on a mask. I couldn't breathe. My chest started hurting. And when I got out of the subway, my chest hurted again. So I think it's the fucking subway I needed to avoid this whole entire summer. So I'm starting to realize what is causing my asthma symptoms. And it's the subway. It's the air quality. So I have to tell my doctor on Tuesday. Well, I have to tell this doctor, tell my doctor. Well, I should able to email my doctor. Well, this is a new doctor. I don't even have the old doctor, the Greek doctor, no more, man. I have another doctor. But, like, yeah, they issue me another doctor so they take care of my symptoms. But, like, yeah, because, he has other patients. He can't just, like, But, like I said, it's the subway. It's not a very good... You should not breathe in the air quality in the subway. Or if you're going to use the subway, ladies and gentlemen, please get an N95 mask. Or double layer that shit. It's so bad, and it's so humid down here. It feels like, and it smells like urine, homelessness. Oh, I'm telling you guys, it smells so bad. You're like, oh shit, I'm paying $290. I don't give a shit. Listen, they have mobile wash units, MTA, right? But even when they wash it, it still smells like shit. You can't get rid of that stench of homelessness, or like that urine piss, or the fact that they can't get rid of that New York City stench. New York City has that stench. It always had that stench since the early 1900s. All the sewer waste. Mind you, New York City did not have the best sewer system in the world at early in that time. But I digress. But like I said, the subway just smells pretty bad, everybody. So I think I need to avoid it at all costs, unless I have to use it. Like yesterday, I was really tired because like I felt like exhausted, and I was like, fucking exhausted. And like I woke up and I talked to Lord Brian. Yeah, I woke up, talked to Lord Brian, And I went back to sleep. Because Lord Brown was like, yo, go back to sleep. Because he woke me up because I requested for something. But also, this is what I also wanted to, oh man. Oh, sorry. Oh, my shoulder. I just woke up. Listen, I didn't even stretch yet. I'm still in my slippers. I'm in my pajamas. I'm just hanging out in front of the, I'm on this corner of the hostel, but like, oh yeah, I don't even got a display. You know what? Fuck it. But with that said, everyone, take it easy, everyone. Stay cool. Yeah, anybody want to hook up, we're good to go. You know, there's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. If you guys want to support the channel, and mind you, I'm not trying to hate on New Yorkers. It's just like New Yorkers should know better. Us natives know better. If you want to keep everyone safe, just do the right thing. Go get a fucking legitimate driver's license. Take the fucking course, bro. Learn how to parallel park. Because half of you motherfuckers don't know how to parallel park. I don't understand that shit. None of these guys watch my live stream and be like, hey, pause that for a second. Did Panda say in his videos, people don't know how to parallel park? Well, in his video, you see this person not only trying to parallel park, but they parallel park the wrong way, then back right back out, and then try to do it again 3 times. I was like, you should know how to parallel park, one shot, one deal. Period. This is why some people don't need to be on the roads. And mind you, I've been a victim of a hit and run from a scooter. So, but with that said, take it easy, guys.